Okay, good evening, Green Club members. A very warm welcome to all of you. So, we would like to start the session by asking our Green Club member, Miss Anu Agarwal, to sing a small bhajan for us and bless us on this workshop. Anu?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Namaskaram to all the Green Club members and all the other friends out there. Wish you all a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi in advance. Let's pray to Lord Ganesha to remove all the obstacles and bring peace and harmony in the universe. Om Namo Ganeshaya. गणपति देवा जय गणनाथ सुन लो मेरे मन की बात गणपति देवा जय गणनाथ सुन लो मेरे मन की बात जीवन के हर मोड़ पर रहना हरदम मेरे साथ जीवन के हर मोड़ पर रहना हरदम मेरे साथ चार भुजाओं वाले दाता मेरे स्वामी मेरे नाथ चार भुजाओं वाले दाता मेरे स्वामी मेरे नाथ जीवन के हर मोड़ पर रहना हरदम मेरे साथ जीवन के हर मोड़ पर रहना हरदम मेरे साथ गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया मोरिया रे बापा मोरिया रे 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 Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anu. That was beautiful. Great start to our workshop.
Wishing you all the best for the workshop and looking forward to the interesting workshop.
Thank you, Anu. Okay, so now we'll move on and I'm going to introduce Jayashree Vivek, our green goddess. She's going to be in a tete-a-tete with MASH. And Jayashree, go ahead.
Hi all. Love you all green members. It's been such a nice thing to see the lovely green energy in the group, okay? So thank you very much for bringing out the flowers and nature in the morning rather than the COVID news. And it's my privilege to actually introduce MASH. For me, MASH is my fun, quirky friend, okay? I'm all over. See, like these earrings are from MASH. This leaf which you see here is from MASH's house. So whenever I think of something like really mad, and I don't know how to get it implemented, I just think of MASH. And she just says, okay, give me some time, I'll get it done. So MASH, thank you for being there as a mad friend of mine, always encouraging and doing all the mad things which I want. Thank you. On a formal basis, MASH has a master's degree in microbiology as well as a degree of arts from the University of Chicago. She is greatly influenced by S. Rajam sir, who taught her art is a way of life. She's also worked with Julius Macron, who's a really super artist. She loves Carnatic music and learned with Sudha Raghunathan. She's a package, okay? A fun package, multitasking all the time. Okay, she has lived in Chicago for 12 years. And according to her, those were the best years of her life because she loves animals and fashion. So when I actually got to know, it was so interesting that she's worked in the endocrinology department in the Brookfield Zoo. Can you all imagine? Furry friends, you all need to catch MASH. And also worked in the upmarket fashion boutique called Trousseau. That's where all her fashion and her love for animals, both she could, enjoy it at the same time. And I'm very glad that she's not in Chicago and she's with us because she can do those mad things with all of us too here. So bringing Mash to y'all, a really very nice, quirky person. Please go and have a cup of tea and a me time with her. Y'all will just enjoy her whole studio. So Mash, coming up, and I want to start off with Mash. Why do you do what you do? Is what you need to talk and then show off your studio to all of them.
Well, thank you, Jayut, for a lovely introduction. Thank you so much, and the Green Goddess for giving me this opportunity, and Nina, the Duchess 5. I love you always. Well, the question, I don't want to wait. I want to make the best use of the time given to me. Well, you asked me why I do what I want to do. Believe it or not, I actually, growing up, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Well, I did microbiology. My passion was more of a people interaction, art, and so I love doing things that involved art. As many of you, my love for animals in my life, they are my life force. Like I have cats, dogs, birds. I grew up that way. It was like a farm in an urban setting. So you see, you will see a lot of things of mine that has the nature and animals in a lot of my work. I love a lot of different materials like wood, metal, cotton, basically sustainable things that's readily available and, something that you can go to, something that you want for yourself. I think that's what want my products to be diverse. Yeah, that's what it is.
So let's jump in and show them all your studio, please. We are all waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna flip my phone, okay?
Yes.
All right. So hi, everybody. My name is Marsh Rajendran. As many of you know, I own a store called Marsh's Collections. I have most things that are handmade, customized to a lot of, to your needs. I want to believe, people seeking in beauty in everyday life. I want to believe it's a one-stop shop for everything, for you, for your loved ones, and your family, your home as well. So, so just to start with, these are my outdoor things. These are my new collection. I'm sorry, I'll get my sanitizer out. So this is my pots.
Very well painted ones. She makes it look really pretty by making just the normal ones with all the beautiful colors, right, Mash?
Thank you. Yes, so you saw my entrance. So this is how you enter. I have a chalkboard. I designed my boutique myself. So I have a whole wall, which is a glass, and I have a huge tree there. So that gives me that positive energy when I work here. This is my studio as well. So hope I'm taking it slow. So these are all my things, newer things that I made. These are like garden decors, little mushrooms. And I have these goose heads where you can stick it in your pots.
Pretty.
These are my small furnitures. I make small furnitures like seating, like ottomans, and I do customized boards like wall hanging. I work with, as I told you, I work with a lot of materials like wood, metal. These are my handcrafted light lamps. So these have long strings that you can hang from a height. And these are my hand-wound lights. So I call these collections shabby chic because I feel the unfinished, that sort of a rough look, this definitely has a style in it. These are my newer collection as well. I make these with concrete and I cast the leaves, real leaves on them. These are like platter plates, and these are like tiny ones as well.
Use them for a garden party too, right?
These are all, yeah. And I also I also see your Green Goddess programs and then events where you have the next coming up is like a terrarium So that sort of inspired me. I've already made this, but I thought this is like a small greenhouse.
Pretty.
So where you can have your own indoor garden. And I have a black and a brown.
So whoever's interested, wants more quirky for the terrarium can pick it up from MASH.
Yes, absolutely. I have these as well, like, and I have some lanterns. So should I just continue, Jayu? Go in. So this is the front part of my store.
Yes.
This is like, I call this my art wall. I'm an artist and a designer. So an artist first. So I have some of my paintings here as well. Yeah, I think for me, my inspiration runs like the things I do, the people I meet, the places I go. I think everything is inspiring. That is why you see a very different things and colors, and I think different cultures, I should say, as well.
Yeah. Can you, yeah, beautiful. That part is really nice. She also a lot of black and white, right?
Yes, I'm a big lover of black and white. I try to incorporate it in a lot of different things. These are my clocks. This is like another wall art. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, and the thing about black and white. And since this is my studio, I have a huge work table, as you can see.
Yes.
So this is where I work as well. Everything around me inspires, I think, the colors and the things that I work with. I also work with a lot of fabric. So these are some of my materials, and these are some of my clothing I started making. These are like my blouses. It could also be a crop top. I have some more tops, jackets, skirts, and in this section I have I do a lot of block printing. So what I do is I always like encourage local artisans. Like me, I would like to call myself that too. I love to give give them the opportunity, and that kind I built that strong relationship where with them they try to do what I design, and I try to help them out whatever I can with their families, whatever whenever they are in need. I think it works both ways.
So are
And
they?
that way I think I feel while meeting the needs of urban folks such as yourselves.
Okay.
So these are some of my dresses and skirts. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. Can you show the saris, the block print saris too, to everybody?
Definitely. This is my indigo collection. I love indigo. These are some of my newer ones. As I said, I am I'm big on geometrical designs, so I love to do that too. And and I have some cotton. As I told you, I think in our hot city, we need a lot of things like this. These are all my new collection. We dye as well. So this is like very nature inspired colors and blocks.
Oh, lovely.
And whatever we try to reuse whatever I have. So right now I think what we need now is masks. So these are all 3-layered masks that we make. Whatever materials, we don't waste any of them. So yeah, and I also make handmade jewelry. So this is a small section I have of mine. Since I told you I work with a lot of metal, these are all I try not to use any of my a lot of my materials. So this is like one of the plates, the leads that we used, and then I sort of made that into earrings. And these are the leftover fabric as well. We made them into a beautiful necklace. And this one, this is again, I think I try to incorporate a lot of my art into a lot of different things. So whatever, I try to create something new almost like every day.
And this jewelry is also from Mash leaves. So she makes beautiful, it's all sustainable, and she tries to rework the accessories and the jewelry. And Mash, show them how you've done your mannequin.
Yes. So this is where I've displayed my sari. So this is like it's got 3 colors. So this is actually a wooden stand that I made for my light, the lamp that I showed you. I'll show you in a minute. So I thought why not, use that into a mannequin. So
Yes.
this, hope I'm not moving too fast.
Yeah.
So this is the stand that I have. And I use that as a mannequin.
Okay.
Mash, your phone is muted. Can you unmute?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, these are again some of the kitchen things that I have. As I told you, I customize a lot of different things. So all of these, and these are ottomans, and I customize. These are all painted. My digital art on fabric. I upholster things as well. And I show
Cacti. Show
what?
the cacti.
Cacti. Yeah, this is this is like a cacti cushion.
Okay.
Yeah, and I try to refurbish a lot of vintage things as well. This is like a vintage bench that I found in an old school. I've upholstered it, and So
Mash, you customize everything for everybody, right?
yes, I do.
So y'all can actually tell her what y'all feel, and she'll just do, work on it, and really, even she delivers it at home. So it's fantastic. So
Yes, I do.
yeah. So I'm actually looking forward that all of y'all go to Mash's place. Mash, anything else you want to show last? Anything which you want to show them?
These are again some of my work. This is like my workspace. I think
Yeah.
this is again like a decor that you can put on your table. Somebody who loves tropical vibes and beachy vacation vibes, you can always. And these are like key holders.
Yes. Really
So
pretty.
which you have hooks in there, and it's all readily hangable. Whatever I have is ready to hang, ready to set up in your house. This is another key holder.
Beautiful. Even you've got that plate, right? Just show off the plate.
I do. Yes. So these I try to. These are all my handmade mugs that the ceramic mugs. I made them, and these are wooden plates. It's all hand painted. So these are all like. I think after in India we should. Hello, can you hear me, Jayu?
Yes, yes, yes. So Mash, her video is off. I think
I think she's got some technical issues. She should be back.
Yeah.
Jayu, you can mention about the Green Bazaar.
Yes. Till Mash comes back, actually, girls, we are all the green members, we are really excited. We're going to be having a green bazaar, which is going to be coming up online, and all the organic, natural stuff, whatever you all are having, please do get in touch with us. And we are going to have an online green bazaar and shop to make our homes nice and make the economy a little better. So once we shop, I think we'll all be doing great. So, and make our houses look beautiful. So please join us for the Green Bazaar. The details will follow on the Green Club. Yeah, Mash, you're back. Yes.
So
Hello?
sorry. I think somebody tried to call me and...
Okay. So Mash, they all are going to come to your shop, have a lovely cup of tea. You can please give them a great time. Can you, we are also going to put in your details, but just please tell them about your Facebook and your details where you...
Yes, yes, I would love to host you all here, and I think the Green Club, I would love to host you guys and all of my customers. I would love to have you guys over. I think anything for like a customization, I'll show you the best time in Marches. Yes, please follow me on Facebook. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Mash.
Yeah, please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's called Marsha's Collections.
Yes.
I think, yeah, as a small business owner, your support, like if you follow me, I would also like love to know you guys more. I think I believe in to customize something. I think I should know you better as well. So I think, and whatever customers I have till now, I love them. That's the way I'm able to give what they want, and they're happy with me. So thank you again, the Green Goddesses, and Nina and the Duchess for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you very much.
Meeting at your place, okay? Sponsored by you with tea for all the green members. Okay.
Absolutely. I would love that. Thank you, Jayu. Thank you so much.
Lots of love. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayashree. Lovingly, we call her Jayu. Look how pretty she is with that. Check out her earrings, the leaf, and the way she's done up the background. That's Jayu, perfection. And Mash, really, Chennai Ponnu going all the way to the US, coming back. We love it. Back to your roots. You're on mute, but it's okay. So,
thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much again.
It's our pleasure of the Green Goddesses. So, let's move on to our bioenzyme workshop, and we're all eagerly awaiting that. I hope all of you have got your notebooks and your pen and paper. Just like in school, you're going to be taking all the notes. So I'm going to now call our dubious, very special Anju Agarwal to come in and teach us how to do the organic bioenzyme. Anju.
Hi, namaskaram everybody.
Hey Anju.
Hi. So I hope all of you are as excited as I am in teaching you about this bioenzyme. I'd just like to share a little insight into how I started making my bioenzyme. So when I started doing my garden and I started growing my veggies and I started home composting, I realized that I could not add my citrus peels to my compost bin. The reason being that it would upset the pH balance of the soil because it would make it more acidic. So I had to start seeing ways where I could use the citrus peels, and I didn't want to send them to the landfills. And that's how I started making these bioenzymes. And I think it's been a decade now almost since I've been making these, and they show very, very good results, not only in the home, but also in your gardens. So any chemical, any cleaner that you buy from the market, whether it is your floor cleaners or the dishwashers, your bathroom cleaners, everything has some chemical. It could be a nitrate, it could be ammonia, it could be chlorine, it's something is there. And the accumulated effect of that going back into your drains
somewhere along the way, it affects the ecosystem. It affects our planet Earth. So I always believe that, you know, I had read somewhere this tagline, which has stayed with me, that save the earth, or saving the earth will start from your kitchens. And I think I would, it gives me immense pleasure today to share this. There are numerous videos online, I'm sure, on bioenzymes. But I hope to give you an all-conclusive way of doing it with the pros and cons, and answer any questions that you have along the line. By using your own bioenzyme and not a chemical cleaner, what you're doing is that you're not only contributing to a reduction in pollution, it is an antifungal, antibacterial thing. It's very good for your skin because there is no chemicals, there's no harmful effects of it. When it goes back into your drains, again, it actually genuinely helps in cleaning the drains. And just imagine if each one of us does our own bio cleaners and we start making them and using those, the accumulated effect of that, I'm sure someday will definitely clean our water bodies, because it has been proven that these bioenzymes are also very effective in cleaning up water bodies. So I think let's get down to making this bioenzyme. I hope each one of you has got your stuff ready. I'm just going to go through with the list of ingredients that is here with me, so that you can have an idea on all the equipment. I'll just a moment. So these are the orange and the citrus peels, which I have collected. Yeah. This is water. These are the citrus, the water. Those are the ready enzymes, which I will show you in some time. And you could use any container. You could use something like this, a bin like this, if you can see it. Yeah, it's got a lid. You could even use something like this, yeah, or you could use something like this. So it's up to you which type of container you want to use and how you want to go about it. The most effective, okay, I'll just in fact show everything that I have on the table before I start with this. So this is the jaggery. I had, after using the peels, I still had, after measuring 300, I still had some peels. So what I've done is I've just chopped these peels and I've put them in this mason jar, and I'm going to show you what we can do with this in a short while. These are dried lemon peel powders, which is sun-dried in the sun, and these are the orange lemon peel powders, which is again sun-dried and then powdered. Yeah, in case you're not able to this thing, you can even source these from the market ready-made. This is what we call bundi kotte, or yorita, or the soap nut that we call. And this is another ingredient that you would be needing to use. This is another kind of a cleaner that I have made, and I will share this also with you, how I have done this. And we shall also see a demo of the cleaning part of it. So shall we get down to making the floor cleaner as of now?
Yes, most excited. Let's get started, Anju.
Yeah, all right. So just give me a minute and I will be ready.
Sure. Those lemons look nice and ripe and fresh. Are those lemons? Oranges?
Lemons and oranges.
Okay. So for this workshop, how many lemons and how many oranges are you going to be using?
We are going to be taking 300 grams, and that's...
How many fruits is 300 grams? Like,
yeah, I'll just get down to the coming. I'm just coming to that. Preeti, I think you need, it will be around approximately around 2 oranges, and about 3 lines would make it around approximately 300 grams. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ensure that the containers that you use, so I'm going to start, and Amisha, if you can just focus here. I normally, you could wash this container and sterilize it in the hot sun. You need to ensure that your hands are all clean, so you need to wash your hands with soap and water and make this, everything should be absolutely clean. So I have some rubbing alcohol, which I'm just going to spray in my bucket before I start making the enzyme. It's not necessary that you really need to use this. You could even just sun dry it or wash it very nicely and sun dry it. And that would be the same effect. Yeah. So what we need for this now is I'm going to take, I have this 1 liter of water here. So I am taking this 1 liter of water and I'm going to pour it in this bucket.
Is that ordinary water or is it any particular water?
This is just ordinary tap water. There is nothing to it. It's not filtered water. It's not Bisleri. It's just normal tap water. Yeah.
Okay.
To this, I have measured and kept 100 grams of jaggery, which I am just going to pour now into this. Now you need not really you need not really mash the jaggery. You don't need to really do that. If it's a nice big chunk also, it's absolutely no problems. You can just add the big chunk or ball of jaggery into this water. You don't need to melt it. You don't need to do anything. So that's why I say this is the easiest and the most effective cleaner. It just takes not even 5 minutes to prepare this, not even 5 minutes. Yeah. So this is what I have done. And I am not even chopping my citrus peels. All I'm doing is that I'm putting my citrus peels right inside. Just a moment. I think I have not used these lemons, but I am going to put these lemons whole for the simple reason that I would like to make a more concentrated form of an enzyme as a cleaner. So not necessary that, you know, you could add the juices. It's up to you. It's optional. I'll just be back in a minute. I forgot to bring a knife.
No worries, Anju. So you can use it whole, the limes, or you can also cut and just use the juice, right? Depends on the intensity of the bioenzyme.
Yeah, you can use even you know, you can go to your local vendors. You could ask them for the fruits which are spoiled, which they are going to throw away. You could probably bring those. You could go to a juice vendor, ask him to give you the peels. You could go to a sugarcane juice vendor. They would give you a lot of citrus peels. So it's all, I mean, it's something which is just waste, which they are going to throw and you're going to make use of it. So I'm just chopping this and I'm just adding this to this. There's no big rocket science here to this. I'm just adding it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not squeezing out the juice. I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just adding this as it is into this. And that's it, you know, that is it. This is all there is to making a bioenzyme. Some of you had mentioned about yeast and not being able to get yeast. Now, the reason why we are adding yeast to this is to increase the, to decrease the time needed for making this enzyme. Normally, what you, it normally will take 90 days to get this ready. Yeah. So this is the yeast that I'm using. It's just in dry yeast. You could get it from anywhere and you don't really require much of it. Just a few grains, you know, just a few grains. That's it. I'm just using this much. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is all that I'm adding to this, and that's about it. When I add yeast to this, what I am doing is that I'm reducing the fermentation time. So instead of 90 days, This enzyme will get now ready in 1 month, in 30 days. The reason for using a plastic bucket and not a glass bottle, a lot of you had asked this question. When now, what happens is, this enzyme has jaggery, it's got the fruits inside, and the bacteria or the microbes will start the activity. And when that starts working, there's going to be a lot of gas which is going to be released. If you're going to make this in a glass bottle, there is chances of the bottle bursting. And that's the reason why I would always suggest you to take a plastic container with a wide mouth. Yeah, and you could use this. After doing this, all you need to do is you just need to close this lid and keep it aside in a cool place on your kitchen platform. But for the first 10-15 days, you will see activity inside this. So what you will notice is, you will notice bubbles forming over here. And these bubbles are the gas which needs to be released. So every day morning, I would like you to open this container and just release the gases. Just release the gases. So you just need to open it, just stir it a little bit around, you know, so that it mixes well. All right. And again, close it and keep it. So that's all that you need to do. And once you have this, you need to make a date, a note of the date over here. So put a sticker so that you remember that today is the day when you've made it. So exactly 3 months from now, if you've not added yeast, your enzyme will be ready. If you've added yeast, exactly a month from now. And how will you know that your yeast, that your enzyme is ready? What will happen is that this pulp which is there will just sink at the bottom, and on the top you will see a very nice clear liquid, which is your enzyme. So all you need to do is, at that point of time, just strain the liquid into another bottle, and that becomes the liquid part of the enzyme. And the pulp, which is left at the bottom, there are 2 things that you can use. So I hope you all have your paper and pens ready, because now what I'm going to share with you, if you want to make a note of it, please feel free to do so. So when you mash the pulp, you can churn it in a mixie. And you need not do the entire batch in one shot, because it's going to be quite a lot of pulp. How much you require, that much alone. You just take that, turn it in a mixie, and you can store it in a bottle. So this is what the mashed pulp is going to look like after your enzyme is ready. This is what it's going to look like. And this mashed pulp is an excellent bathroom cleaner. It's an excellent toilet cleaner. So instead of using a Harpic, all you need to do is, you just need to put this pulp in the pot, leave it for 20 minutes. And after that, you can just brush and flush. Try using it, girls. I'm sure you'll see wonders. So this is what the pulp enzyme is all about. It's a very strong cleaner. Yeah. Any calcifications on your taps, also, this enzyme can be used. All you need to do is, you need to put it on top of your taps, leave it for some time, and then just wipe it. It'll get clean. Repeated use, maybe if it is a very old stain and a very old one, maybe then it would not come out in one shot. Maybe it will take a couple of days, but over a period of time of daily using this, it will definitely take it out. This is the use for the toilet cleaners. Yeah, the fruit enzyme will look something like this. This is actually going to take a little bit more of time, but just for showing today, the color would be a little bit more of the brown jaggery syrup kind of a color that you should get when your enzyme is ready. So to this enzyme, when it's got a multi-purpose use. So you could use it for washing your vegetables, because nowadays in COVID times, we are looking at washing vegetables with vinegar or with salt or with water. This is a good cleaner too. You could use this with 2 tablespoons to 1 liter of water, and you can soak your vegetables in it for about half an hour, and it's good to go. It's good to go. The same thing can be even used for your floor cleaners, for mopping. So you don't really need to go in for any of your floor cleaners like Lysol or whatever else is available in the market. Because again, for floor cleaners, you could use this. I normally am a little stickler for adding a little bit of soap to my mopping liquids. So what I normally use is this bundi kote. If you will see this bundi kote, if I can just show it to you, it's a natural cleaner. See you can see the foam which is coming here. Yeah. So all you need to do is you can soak this overnight in water, and this has a seed inside. So once I don't know if you can hear it, but once you soak it, you can open the nut, remove the seed. This is actually good to go. You can use this 4 times. And how you can use it 4 times, I'm just going to explain it in a moment. So what I do is I normally take 1 part of the bioenzyme, and I take an equal part of my soap nut water, and I mix both of them, and this is what I make my floor cleaners. So this is the floor cleaner which is made and kept. If you see, if I shake this bottle, you'll be able to see the foam on the top. I hope you can, it's absolutely filled to the brim, but here, you can see the foam. So it is, this is an effective floor cleaner. You can see the soap on the top here. So it cleans the floors very effectively. I wouldn't recommend people with marble flooring to use these bioenzymes, because anyways on marble flooring, it is not advisable to use any cleaners for that matter. Yeah, marble is a porous rock, it's a porous stone, and whatever you, the only thing that you can clean marble with beautifully is just your normal soap and this thing. So even just a normal soap nut in water is good to clean your marble floors. You really don't need a bioenzyme. At times, in the past, there were a few friends who made the bioenzymes and they added a few other things to this instead of only citrus and things like that, and that left stains because it's a porous stone, so it would just absorb whatever is going into it. So for a marble, this thing, just a soap nut solution with plain water is enough for your mopping of the floors. So this is the floor cleaners. Now coming to your dish.
Anju, just a quick question. Does this have any kind of a smell?
No, it has no kind of a smell, and even the sweetness of the jaggery is actually gone, for the simple reason that jaggery is eaten by the microbes. The sugar of the jaggery, the sweetness of it is all eaten by the microbes, and that's how the activity starts. So it's not sticky on the hands once the enzyme is ready. There is no sugar syrup to make it sticky or smell it, but it would have a very nice sweet smell. The smell of your enzyme will be a very nice citrusy sweet smell. That is what it will be.
Okay, that query was from Preeti, and Tanya from the US wants to know, can she use raw sugar instead of jaggery?
Raw sugar, if it is natural, it's okay. I mean, instead of jaggery, if she can use brown sugar, I think that would be a better option.
Right. So the soap nut is equal portion soap nut with the water, right? That was the proportion you said, right, Anju?
Yes, for the floor cleaner.
For the floor cleaner. Okay, all good. we're up to point.
All right. So now coming to the dishwashing, this thing, it's very, very good for your clothes too. And so when you add it in your washing machine, again, you need to add 1 part of water, 1 part of your bioenzyme, and you need to add your soap nuts to the bottle. And you need to keep it aside for at least around 10 days. So let the soap nuts steepen in that enzyme for 10 days. Post that, you can remove the soap nuts and you can pour the liquid in your detergent bottle, and you can use this as you use your normal this thing. So I think in 1 bucket of water, around 2 tablespoons of this detergent is enough to wash your clothes. And what you can do with the rest of the soap nut is that you retain it. And that is when you can use it again. As I said, you can use it 4 times. So when you want to make the next batch, again, that soap nut can be used. And if in case you're not using it, you can just add a little water and store it in a bottle in the fridge. This is constantly 24/7, 365 days of a year. I would be having some soap nut solution in my fridge because I use a lot of it in my garden. I don't use any dishwashing liquid for my plants because again, I feel that is chemicals are there in it. So this is the only thing that I use for my garden. Even if I have to use a 3G spray with neem and soap, this is the soap that I would use.
Anju, can you just repeat what you just said? You're using the soap nut water for the gardening purposes. Is that correct?
Yeah, so when you use it for the garden, you have to dilute it. The dilution ratio is quite a bit. It's 1:1,000 liters of water. So it's 1 to 1,000. So you have to multiply. If you're taking 1 part of the enzyme, you have to take 1,000 parts of water.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it goes. So the dilution ratio is quite a lot. What happens by spraying this, it is not only an antibacterial, anti-pesticide, but it also helps in building up the immunity of the plant.
That's important.
Yeah. Coming to the dishwashing part of it, your utensils in the kitchen. Either you would be having aluminium, steel, or you would have your copper, or you would have brass. So these are the kind of things that you would have, right, in the kitchen that you would be using for a daily wash. For this, what I normally use is this soap, the salt, I'm sorry, it's not soap, salt. This is the kal uppu, if you can see.
The rock salt, okay.
So it's not the rock salt, Preeti. This is the unrefined, unprocessed, that sea salt, that kal uppu, what they say.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, Anju. Okay.
That, yeah. So, so this is what I use. This along with the lemon peels. So when you use this along with lemon peels, if I have collected quite a lot of them, then I normally give it a whistle in the cooker. If I have a little bit of them, then I normally just add a little bit of water, and I use it for making.
No worries. Anju, I have a quick question. I know you're thinking about the next one, but I got a little lost. So what are you putting in the cooker and one whistle?
I got a little lost myself too here.
So much of information you're giving. Yeah, I hope everyone is taking notes. Look at me, I'm taking notes.
So actually, this is a paste made out of lemon peel and salt.
All right.
Okay. And I'm going to just show you 2 things over here. Just see the difference between, this is an old one and this is the one which has been cleaned with the cleaner. Can you see the difference?
Yeah, it's Really evident. So
And
you
just,
use,
and just in case somebody is doubting me over here, I'm just going to quickly just take a little bit of this paste.
no one
Yeah.
would dare doubt you, Anju.
And I'm just going to rub this. And can you see the magic already happening? Can you? Is it visible?
Yeah, slowly, slowly. It's like genie is going to come out.
Is it? Can you see the difference between this and this?
It's quite remarkable, Anju. It's really good.
Yeah. I don't think you really need to buy any, you know, cleaners or any powders to clean your, at least your brass and your copper ware, you know, just
Your audio is muted, Anju. Hold on.
rub this paste
Now you're
and
back.
night. And morning you can just rinse it. You don't really need to do anything.
So you leave it overnight with the paste and you rinse it out in the morning.
You could if you want. If you want to.
Okay, a quick question is, what is the ratio of the salt and the lemon pulp?
See, you know, this is now, I would say this is Kannalu, as they say in Tamil.
What was it? Sorry.
my Tamil is not all that great, but you know,
Love you for trying.
say the eyeball. You just have to eyeball.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. You just have to eyeball the proportion.
Okay.
So there is no fixed proportion as such. Just take a handful of lemons and take a handful of salt.
Okay.
Add some water, and then just give it a whistle. My advice over here would be a little bit of a tip over here is that it's difficult to grind the lemon after it is boiled.
Okay.
So you need to chop the lemon peels before you use them over here.
So before boiling them, you chop them.
Yeah, you chop them into small pieces so it's easier to grind.
Got it.
So it's easier to grind.
So chop the lemon pieces, then grind it.
Yeah, it's easy to grind them, you know. If you chop them, it's easy to grind them.
Unless you have a
Yeah,
heavy
if you don't chop them, Preeti, they get stuck in the mixie, you know.
Yes,
They get stuck in the mixie, so it's easy to grind when you have it like that. Another thing that you can use for your utensils, as coming back to, this was for the brass and the copper
yeah, and for puja saman as well, right? For all the puja.
Yeah, your puja saman as well. And coming back to the utensil part of it, you could probably dry the peels and use those, mix both these with the bioenzyme, or you can just use the bioenzyme plain as it is, with the soap nut. Indian cooking, I think, has a lot of grease. We use a lot of oil in our cookings. We do a lot of frying in our kitchens. And that grease is something which probably may not just come out with just this and this. So there is another solution, which is again a very natural solution which I use. And I dry these peel powders, as I said, and I mix these along with each one of us is using coconuts for making chutney at home, right? And the hard shell of the coconut is something which I cannot put again into my compost bin because it takes a long time to decompose. It hardly decomposes very fast. So what I normally do is I burn it, I make sambal out of it. So that sambal is what I use with mixing these two powders and the bioenzyme for washing the utensils.
Anju, could you just repeat the last one? Which two powders do you use and mix with the bioenzyme?
So you use lemon peel powder.
Okay.
Orange peel powder.
All right.
A little bit of sambal powder, which is made by burning your coconut shells, which are there at home.
Got it.
And the bioenzyme.
So these are all equal parts, right?
Yes, all equal parts.
And do we add any water to this?
The liquid of the bioenzyme that you use can be reduced because you don't want it too watery also, right?
Okay.
So the consistency has to be thick.
Thicker consistency. Got it, Anju.
Yeah. And for using, you normally use a Scotch Brite for or a wire gauze for washing your utensils. So the natural way of going around that is also the husk that you're tearing up from the coconut. That
Right.
can be used as a nar for your cleaning, and that nar again can be put in your compost bin. It can go. It is again recyclable. So
Yes, all our
imagine this.
grandmothers were using that for sure. I think now.
Yes, all our grandmothers were using that. It's something which we have to go back to. Just imagine this now, Preeti. We are using all these things. These are totally chemical free. There is no harmful effect on the environment. When it goes into the drain, this is going to unclog your drains. Do you know if you put a cap full of this in your drains, you don't need to use Drain-X to clean your drains up. The clogged drains can be opened with this micro bioenzyme itself. All you need to do is use this bioenzyme, just a capful of it, into your drains in the night. And you can just, you have to do it every day. Don't expect magic. Natural cleaners don't work magically.
Yes,
That works like, so it takes the time. It takes its own time. But the microbes in this, what they do is they feed on the garbage or the pupae which is there inside your drains, and they eat that. And as they keep eating, the drain keeps opening up. So that is how it works. So this is also a very effective drain, for clogged drains.
Perfect. So does this, if it touches the skin, does it have any kind of an irritation?
No, it doesn't have any kind of irritation. It's absolutely soft on the hands because there's no chemicals, right? There's nothing which is there which is going to harm your skin. In fact, a lot of people I know also use this for their bath. They use this, what they do is they use a little bit of gram flour, turmeric, and a little bit of this bioenzyme, and it's a very good scrubber. So they add a little bit of your coffee grounds from the kitchen.
Coffee.
A little bit of coffee grounds from the kitchen.
Okay.
You could use again your orange peels, these lemon peels. You could use chandan powder.
Okay.
So you could use all of those and a little bit of this bioenzyme, and you could just use that as a face pack, and yeah.
So if you're using as a face pack, you just apply it and leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes?
I'm sorry, Preeti, I didn't get that.
If you're using this as the face pack, Anju, so you would leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, or we could leave it on for longer?
No, it's just a scrubber, Preeti. You're just going to use this instantly, and you're just going to scrub and wash your face off.
Okay, so it's not like a face pack where you let it marinate on your face.
No. This is just a scrubber. It has to be used instantly.
Awesome.
See, there are umpteen uses. I'm just sharing a couple of them with you right now. It's also a very good cleaner for pets. Those of you who have dogs at home, cats at home, to do 2 buckets of water, you could just use a capful of this, and in the opposite direction of the way the hair is falling of the dog, in the opposite direction, if you can just wet a towel inside the liquid, squeeze it out, and give him a nice rub dub or a massage, your pet will not smell. The number of ticks that he gets affected with would be less. And I think once a month, if you do this, it's a real, and then you let him be in the sun for a good 15-20 minutes. And you can also wipe again with another, just a plain water, you know, just give him a rub again with plain water. And it's very, very effective. I mean, you can try it out and see.
Of course. I mean, I hope everyone has written it all down because there's so much of information given by our dear Anju. Yes, I'm feeling really.
The last part of it that I was wanting to show was this bottle, right? Where we kept the leftover peels.
So these are just leftover peels in the bioenzyme?
Yeah. No, these were the leftover peels which I had extra.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is, I've just chopped them and I've just put them in this bottle. Nothing else I've done.
Okay.
And I'm just going to share what I'm going to do right now. I'm making this right now in front of you.
Awesome.
So this is a bottle of normal vinegar that you have in your houses. The non-fruit vinegar.
Okay, Anju.
And it doesn't matter. So in this bottle, all I'm doing is I am pouring this vinegar just enough to cover the peels.
Okay.
I have covered the peels with this vinegar. If you can see, the vinegar is full.
All right.
I'm just going to close this and I'm going to keep this for about a month, maybe 20-25 days. The trick over here is to see right now it's going to smell very vinegary. Okay, the smell of vinegar is very strong. It's very pungent. After about 20-25 days, I'm going to get a very nice citrusy smell from this. This is what is going to be used in one of my spray bottles in the kitchen, a bottle like this, where I will take 1 part of this vinegar to 10 parts of water.
Okay.
And I'm going to spritz my chopping board, my gas stove with this. And it's going to remove all the oil stains and all the marks and the smell from the chopping board.
Fantastic. You're like a superwoman.
So you know, nothing goes waste from your kitchens. That is one thing that you need to understand. Everything from your kitchen has some use. And I'm just going to take this camera on to show you something else, which we can obviously, before I go further that side, there's something which I need to show here.
Before you do that, Anju, quick question. Isn't the vinegar supposed to be synthetic? Is that an organic vinegar that you are using?
Yeah, you can use, see, today I normally use the vinegar from the organic store, which I get, but today, since I was running short, I just called one from the market just to share with you people the vinegar. But normally, see, even what you're making this bioenzyme, that's also, at the end of the day, it's a vinegar only, but the concentrated form of it is a vinegar.
And it can be stored outside, right, Anju?
Yes, it can be stored outside. Don't close the lid too tight.
Right. So leave a little space for.
Yeah.
Can we cover some muslin?
There's just one thing I want you to show here, which I need all of you to be very extra super careful about the citrus, this thing. This is something which has been now almost over a month, and I have not put any yeast in this. Yeah. So if you will see, you can see there is a little bit of a white coating which is being formed on the top. So if you get a white coating like this or a brown coating, it is fine. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. But if you leave it open, ensure that it is airtight. If you leave it open, it could attract maggots. It could attract maggots. How? Because the fruit flies would come there and the fruit flies would lay their eggs. And that's what could lead to small white worms inside this bin. But there's nothing to get scared of, because as the fermentation process keeps on continuing to happen, those worms will automatically die a natural death.
So your bioenzyme will be a bit of having a bit more worms in them, basically. Like
This thing is to ensure that you are keeping the lid tight and you are keeping it in a cool place with no sunlight.
Anju, you also mentioned that you should keep the lid partially open.
For the initial few days, Preeti, not in your bioenzyme. Bioenzyme, you need to open your lid, remove the air, let the shake it up a little bit so that oxidation happens. You know, the gases which are there inside get released into the atmosphere, and the oxygen will again enter your into your drum or whatever you have taken into your container.
Very clear. Thank you.
And so that's how the process will continue happening every day. So you need to, once you see that the bubbles have stopped forming, which would be in 15 days or 20 days time, once you see that has stopped happening, you can just close this and you can keep it and you can keep it for the next 3 months.
Okay.
There's one more thing which I can share here. In case somebody is not, the family is small and you are unable to generate the required amount of peels. So if let's say you are not able to get 300 grams of peels in one day, not an issue. You mix your jaggery and water and you can put your yeast in it and you can slowly add your peels one by one. Just measure and keep a note of it. Keep adding your peels. And the day you complete your 300, that's the day you start counting your fermentation process. So from there, you will see 3 months or 1 month, depending on how you are doing it. Am I clear?
Very clear, Anju.
No questions, I hope.
Most of the questions have been answered. Suma wants to know if these bioenzymes can be used as an insect repellent. Actually,
yes, it is a very good insect repellent. When you do the mopping of your floors, it really helps in controlling the kind of pests that come into the house. There is also a floor cleaner which I normally use with lemongrass. You can even add in this you can even add a little bit of lemongrass essential oil to your bioenzyme. So it will give that smell which will repel the mosquitoes. So you can do that. You can do that also. I've also lit a lamp over here, which is actually oil which is made with herbs from the terrace. And this is with something which I burn every day in the evening at home because it controls the mosquitoes which come into the house. So this is made with herbs. Maybe we can have another class on learning how to make this oil.
Perfect.
Is there any other questions that needs to be answered, Preeti?
Just a repeat of questions as to the proportion of the soap nut to the water. That is one.
It is 1:1:1. 1 part of water, 1 part of enzyme, 1 part of soap nut.
That's regarding. And and Sujata would like to know if we would see this bioenzyme move.
Yeah, I showed it, right?
Yes.
But it's an incomplete one. I still need it to be fermented more. The color that you will get would be a nice brown, the jaggery, sweet jaggery kind of a melted color.
Okay, Anju.
This is what you will get. This is the liquid one because the clear liquid will come on the top. And this is the pulp which is left, which is grinded and then used. So even for your hard stains, whether it's utensils or anything, you can even use this. But ensure that you don't leave this for too long on any vessel or any, if there is a tap calcification, if you've seen changes, a lot of us have a tendency of, oh, it's going, so let me keep it for some more hours. Maybe it will clean more better. Please don't do that because it will start eating into the steel. It's a very powerful enzyme. So the microbial activity is non-stop in these enzymes, so they love eating whatever you feed.
Anju, what about terracotta cooking and cookware that's coming out now?
Yeah, terracotta, you can clean with this, no issues.
No issues, right? Similar to that, use the soap nut and that combination. Oh, lovely flowers. That's in Anju's house. Wow. Oh, that's a bonsai.
No, that's an adenium.
Adenium, right? It's beautiful. That lemongrass, Shreya, is about the oil, which Anju will take another workshop, hopefully sometime in the future. I have a question about how to add the lemongrass, Anju. So that is a workshop you probably might do in the future, right? With the oil.
We, as green goddesses, I think our aim is to try to get you to go green and natural as far as possible. And we're here to help you in that journey. So in whatever way that we can, whether it is with the energy or whether it is with your house. As I said, everything starts from the kitchen. So
Yes, Sanju.
yeah, so I think with this, we can wrap up the session for the bioenzymes. If anybody has any questions, I'm okay with answering.
Yes, I'm just looking at the chat window. I think as they were typing it, mostly I've asked the majority of the questions. If there's any more questions, would anyone like to type it out, please? I think everyone is really bombarded with all the information that they have got.
I hope everybody followed and made the enzyme also.
Absolutely.
So Anju,
I think if any one of you has any questions, you all can post it in the Green Club group. And I think we would be more than happy to help you and guide you. And, just ensure that you're opening your boxes of these enzymes that you have made. You can multiply it as many times as you want. The basic ratio is 1:3:10. That means 1 part of jaggery, 3 parts of your citrus peels, and 10 parts of water. You can do it as many times as you want. You can multiply it as many times as you want. So I normally make a big batch whenever I start. I normally make about 10-20 liters in one shot. So I have a fruit vendor next to my house who's very kind enough and gracious enough to share his peels with me. So that's how it works.
so I can use my close association with you, Anju, and pick up this bioenzyme straight from you.
Yeah. I would rather that everybody makes it.
Absolutely, we would, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Anju, thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much, Preeti. Thank you, everybody.
Been wonderful, Anju. I'm just going to call Manju Modit now to kind of come over right now and grace us with your presence and give your vote of thanks. Manju?
Hi, everybody. Am I audible, Preeti?
You're audible.
Okay, great. So thank you, everyone, for being with us. We had a very good response. First of all, Mash, that was so nice of you to sponsor the show. And we saw very good, quirky, personalized stuff. It's amazing to hear who you all were trained with. You know, Julius Makwa at that time was, I know, one of a legend and how he would have trained. But you have built your own brand, your own personality. And everything you showed just showed how multifaceted and multi-talented you are. We're so happy to be associated with you, Mash. And all of us are looking forward to come to your store soon, to your workshop. And thank you, Mash. Thank you. That was really, really very good, whatever you hosted and showed us. Thank you, dear Anju, our resourceful person of Green Goddess. These bioenzymes were really enzyming me. There was so much notes to write. At the end, I kept my pen down. And it was so informative, and how we could use it in different places, especially the toilet. We really need strong cleaners out there. And so easy. The best part is it just needs patience by itself, where the good bacteria comes forward and works magic. So, Anju, you're really doing great, and we all have learned in depth more, and look forward to more resource classes from the Green Goddess. We also are learning from each other, so that's a great, great thing. So, thank you to all my Green Goddesses, to all our participants, and look forward for another class, especially on the lemongrass. Even I like that very much. So we take leave, and anything anyone or other Green Goddess would like to say?
Yes. Thank you, Manju. That was beautiful. I'd just like to say, for our next workshop that's coming up on September 5th, it's with Jeffrey, the Terrarium workshop. So I know most of you have signed up, and if you could all hurry up and give in your payment by August 25th, it will help us send the delivery of the materials across, and you will have it way ahead of schedule. So that is the final thing that we wanted to mention from the Green Goddesses. We have brought forth the Green Club to help everyone green their lives with the terrace workshops and different other greening technologies. So really looking forward to the next workshop. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. And we shall see you very soon. I'm just going to quickly take a photo of all of the beautiful ladies and gentlemen in our group.
Please switch on your cameras, everybody. Kindly switch on your cameras.
Yes, a little bit of lipstick, whatever you would like to do.
Hardly any microseconds for that.
I mean, now that we're all using the mask, we can't even use the lipstick because it's stuck on the mask. So now let's all widely smile. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all for patiently staying back and enjoying this workshop. Thank you all.
Thank you.